Hi everyone, I am Harshvardhan, an artificial intelligence engineer, and you are watching another web guy YouTube channel. In this lecture, we are going to cover for loops in Python. So let's get started. And if you have not yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell icon so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. A for loop is used for iterating over a sequence. That sequence can be a set, a list, or a tuple. It is less like the for keyword in any other programming language. For example, if you are jumping from any other programming language to Python, it is very different from that. So with use of this for loop, we can execute a set of statement once for each items present in that sequence. That sequence can be a list or tuple. So take an example. I will just say fruits is a list having apple, banana and cherry. And I will say for items present in the list fruits, I will just print every item. So you can see that at first Python scanned this value, which is apple, and printed it. Then it has scanned this banana, it has just printed that, and then Python has scanned this cherry and printed that. So we are taking every element one by one and just printing them in the output. Also remember that this for loop does not require any indexing. That means in any other programming language, your for loop requires indexing. So here we don't need any indexing values or indexing variable. As I told you, we can iterate over any sequence. So its sequence can be a string. So for example, I will say string is equals to banana, and I will say for I in string, or it's better to say for character present in string, I will print all the character. So let's run this. You can see that we got B, A, N, A, and A. So it will scan this B first, then this A, then this N, then this A, then N, then A. You can also write this code in this way. Like I'll say just remove this, and instead of string I will write apple. You can see that we got output of apple with each character only once. With the use of break statement, we can stop the loop before it has looped through all the items. For example, I will say fruits is a list of apple, banana, okay, and cherry. And I will say for items in fruits, if items is banana, then just break out of this loop, otherwise print items. Now you can see that at first the Python have scanned this apple and it has printed it. Now the next item is banana. It will check whether this item is equal to banana, because now banana is an item. So yes, the item is banana, so it will break. Now if it breaks the loop, so it won't execute the remaining part of the loop. So it won't grab this cherry or print it. With the use of continue statement, we can stop the current iteration of the loop and continue with the next. So for example, I will just copy this code, paste it here, and instead of break, I will say continue. Now you can see that when the item is this banana, then we have not printed that. We have skipped it and said just repeat this iteration, grabbing this value cherry. So at first our Python have came here, took this apple and printed it. Then we have took this banana. We found that when banana is equal to banana, just restart the iteration. So we have came back here and grabbed this cherry and printed it. So you can see that we have skipped banana in the output. We can also loop through a set of code a specified number of times by using a range function. So example, I'll say for I in range of 10, I will just print I. Okay, I have to say I. You can see that starting from 0 to 9 we have 10 numbers. So for the range of 10 we are printing all the numbers present in that. So also remember that this number 10 is always excluded. That means here if you have provided 100, then the output will be till 99 because we are starting from 0. So I'll just put it here 10 and rerun the cell. As I told you, the range function have a default start value of 0, but you can also start it with some any other value. So for example, I will say for I in range of 2 to 6. Okay, we have to print that, print I. You can see that we are starting from 2 and ending at 5, but not 6. So every time this end point is excluded. So we are starting at 2 and ending at 5. We can also provide the step size. So for example, I will say for I in range of 1 to 10 in step size of 2, I will just print I. You can see that at first we have printed 1, then 1 plus 2 which is 3, then 3 plus 2 which is 5, 5 plus 2 which is 7, and 7 plus 2 which is 9. So here we have given a step size of 2. With the use of else keyword in the for loop, we can specify a block of code to be executed when the loop is finished. So for example, I will say for I in range of 1 to 5, I will just print I and I will say else print loop finished. Now you can see that after this loop has finished, we have printed a statement loop finished. Since for loop cannot be empty, but if you for some reason have a for loop with no content, just put a pass statement to avoid getting any error. So for example, I will say for I in range of 1 to 10,000, I will do nothing. So you can see that in the output I am getting nothing. So that's all for this lecture. See you in the next one.